What's poppin', guys, and welcome back to a new video today regarding several college football updates, including Justin Fields has expressed his support for wanting a Big Ten season, for wanting the Big Ten to overturn their decisions. Oklahoma's top running back, Kennedy Brooks, has opted out of the 2020 college football season after 9 Sooners test positive. And our biggest update, the reason I made this video, was the SEC has released their schedules for Week 1. So we will dive into that in this video today. But before we hop in, leave a like, leave a comment on this when you're done watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. I make daily college football content. Well, I say daily, but there's nothing really to talk about right now with the college football season on the verge of being canceled. But let's hop into it. So, we'll start off with the big news. The SEC has released their Week 1 schedules. The season is supposed to start September 26th. Now, if you watch my content, you know I'm very skeptical about if the season is even going to happen this year, because I think the Big Ten canceling was something very, very monumental. And I don't know if we can have a season without the Big Ten, and I'm still very skeptical. But the Big Ten and the Big Ten commissioner, not the Big Ten, the SEC and the SEC commissioner, I believe his name is Greg Sankey, I may be saying that wrong, but he said we are going to have football, 100%, we're going to play a season, we don't care what the Big Ten's thinking. So I was like, oh, okay. And I don't know if I told y'all guys, but the Pac-12 also canceled their season. So I don't know if y'all guys got news of that, but that also happened. But the SEC, like I said, is committed to playing a season, and they released their Week 1 schedules. So let's look at those. First week, Alabama will play Missouri, of all teams. Alabama versus Missouri. If you don't know, I'm an Alabama fan, so very interesting matchup. Georgia will play Arkansas. Nice little bloodbath for Georgia to start out Week 1. That's going to be pretty easy. Kentucky will play Auburn. Interesting matchup. I'm siding with Auburn. Florida will play Ole Miss. Pretty easy win for Florida, in my opinion. LSU will play Mississippi State. Interesting matchup for Week 1. I believe LSU will win that one. Tennessee at South Carolina. This one's interesting. You could go either way, but I'm going to go Tennessee, but not by a lot. Vanderbilt versus Texas A&M. I'll go Texas A&M. If you want more in-depth predictions, that will come out in September. But yes, those are the schedules for the SEC for Week 1. Very interesting. Not too many good games. They're good. Don't get me wrong. Any football's good. But, not many one-sided games, in my opinion, besides Tennessee, South Carolina. Many one-sided games. But I'm just happy to see football, so don't get me wrong. I will take it. I'll take it. But, yeah. So, let me know who your favorite team is playing Week 1 SEC and what you think about these schedules, because I didn't expect this to happen. I was wondering who would we play Week 1. Would we just start off with Georgia since they're the first SEC team Alabama has scheduled? So I had some questions, but my questions have been fulfilled, and I just hope we have a season. It's not going to be the same without Big Ten, but hey, SEC football, I'll take it. Now let's move on to our second story, the Big Ten and Justin Fields. I've already mentioned the Big Ten a lot, but Justin Fields on Twitter expressed his support for wanting the Big Ten to reverse their decision, sharing a link to a petition to overturn the Big Ten's decision to not play football. He said, "This cause is close to my heart. Please sign." And you have the best, I don't want to say the best, I think Trevor Lawrence could be better, maybe is better, but a top 2, top 3 player in the entire nation, definitely the best player in the Big Ten, saying that he does not support their decision, that he wants it overturned, and that hashtag we want to play. So I think that was very interesting. You have one of the biggest players, if not the biggest player in your entire conference, not agreeing with your decision. So I thought that was pretty big news. I thought it was very interesting, and I hope they do get overturned. And don't get me wrong, I feel for the players' safety, and I want the players to be as safe as possible. As long, I think, but I think we can find balance between being safe and having football. Of course, it would be safer not to have football, but as long as the players are safe, I think, and we can play football, I think it's good. I think we should play football. I think that's a very mediocre stance that people can get behind. Very medium stance people can get behind, for lack of a better word. But yeah, I thought that was a big story, very interesting to me. And Lincoln Riley said that 9 Oklahoma Sooners have tested positive for the coronavirus. Now, we do not know which Sooners. They have not released the names, but 9 of them. That's pretty... I don't know the exact number roster of a college football team, but I think it's around 54. So 9 is a pretty good chunk of the team. Very interesting. The Big 12, from what I've read, are on the verge of canceling their season. We're not on the verge, but they're on the fence. But they plan to have a season right now. That's what they're planning. But this was very bad news. Very interesting. I'm not too happy about it. And in the wake of this news, Oklahoma's top running back, Kennedy Brooks, has opted out. I don't know if you watched too much Oklahoma football, but I did watch a lot of Oklahoma football this year because they're one of the top teams in the nation. I watched college football for my YouTube channel, and because Jalen Hurts was at Oklahoma, and he's one of my favorite players. So I watched a very good amount of college football, Oklahoma college football last year. And Kennedy Brooks is a very good player, very underrated. Sure, defenses in the Big 12 kind of whack, but still, I think Kennedy Brooks was a good player, and he'll definitely be a very interesting and good tool in the NFL, to say the least. So I thought this was some sad news, some intriguing news that I just wanted to share with y'all. Another big opt-out. We've had so many big opt-outs now. We've had Micah Parsons, maybe one of the best, if not the best, linebacker in the nation, Micah Parsons. Greg, I believe his last name's Russo, from Miami, one of the best, if not the best, defensive end in the nation. Rondale Moore, up there, top 5, top 10 wide receiver in college football right now. So we've had some pretty big opt-outs in terms of college football. And Kennedy Brooks, running back from Oklahoma, is the next to join that list. So that's sad news to hear. But let me know what you think about other stories I showed today. Today's a shorter video. It was kind of off the whim. Sorry if I ummed a lot like I did just there. This was unscripted. My bad. But yeah, like I said, this was off the whim. Thank you for watching. Tell me your opinions, because I read every single comment. Like I say, your comments make my day. Tell me about what you think about Kennedy Brooks if you're an Oklahoma fan. The 9 Sooners testing possible. Justin Fields and the Big Ten wanting to overturn the decision. And of course, the SEC and their new schedule, because I know most of my fans are SEC fans. So let me know your opinions on that. If you like the video, leave a like. That helps my videos a lot. Subscribe to my channel and share this with your friends. But this has been Landon Almighty, and peace.